A lot of people say there's more to life than football, but when you're sitting down in that chair having the conversation that's going to shape your future, it feels like everything falls on top of you. You just want to burst out into tears, and like you have to go home, tell your parents, tell your friends, and tell them that's it. Like that's done for you, and it's not going to go that way. Even though everyone may think it or may have thought that I was destined to play professionally there or go and do whatever they thought I was going to do. But it's a hard. You just want to ball up into a little shell and not speak to anyone, because that's it. It's your identity. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I grew up from the age of 5 in academy, spent 13 years being someone who was known to play football, and then you kind of stripped of your identity after it all gets taken away from you, and it's a harsh reality, but that's life. Do you know what I mean? And that's the culture I grew up in, and I have to face it, and I had to get on with it and get my stuff together and move on with my life and focus on my next chapter. When I had my few months off from getting released, I didn't thoroughly enjoy window cleaning. It wasn't a passion of mine, but when I got back going into football and when I moved over to America, it just ignites you again and makes you realise what you want to do. And obviously, plan A for me is become a professional footballer. It's still a possibility over here, but I've got stuff on the side and thinking about my future and thinking about stuff that can still make me go further and boost me in terms of success and make me a better person. You just need to find things that keep you going on a day-to-day basis. And being so far away from family's a big thing. You just need to remind yourself you're lucky to have everyone around you. And when I speak to my mom, my dad, my brother, they just remind me that I need to have a purpose. I need to fulfill my goals and achieve. And I can do that through football. I can do it through getting good grades and just keep having a passion for something that you want to do and do what you enjoy and keep pushing. When I got my opportunities with the first team, I thought, oh, this is it. Like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fulfill my dream. I don't need education. I'm not going to need this BTEC that I was doing. I was like thinking, oh, I'll just rock up to college and do what I need to do and carry on. But with doing well in school from GCSEs and from now, it was allowed me to get a great scholarship out here to be able to have to pay less money. Whereas if I didn't have those grades, I'd be paying more money and it'd become more of a burden. But it's so easy to push it to the side because everyone's first focus is always football when you're in that environment. You need something to fall back on, and whether it comes now, whether I got a pro and carried on playing professionally, and then 4 years down the line got released and had nothing to fall back on, it always comes in handy wherever you go down the line. You get a job, get an education, something positive always comes from having that backup, especially having that mindset and that knowledge in your mind that you have an education behind you. It's just a good cushion to have behind you.
And how important do you think it is for us as the Players Foundation to be offering this kind of grant, this kind of support to young players? Is that an important aspect of support for youngsters?
Yeah, it's massive. I know lads out here who have to go home because that they can't afford to keep living out here, because it does get expensive at times. And if you want, like, you want to go out for food with your friends and you want to go and enjoy yourself, but sometimes lads are saying, oh, we can't go and get this food, we can't help out here, we need to pay for our rent, we need to pay for our water bills, we've got things to focus on. And it just helps cover it massively and helps lads enjoy themselves so much more because they've got less stress on their shoulders. They've not got something to worry about. If they know that an extra bit of money can go towards their rent and cover.
What would you hope to achieve in the future? You mentioned earlier that you're not ruled out being a professional footballer. You're only 19. What's in your thinking for the next 3-4 years?
My main goal is to play professionally. I'd love to do that, but now I've got a degree behind me. Like, I can go home and I can work in that degree. I could do the finances for my friends' businesses. I can work and do their books. I could be an accountant for them. I could go and get a job being an accountant. I could stay out here, getting a job out here in my degree. There's so many paths that lead on, but I want to carry on enjoying what I do and keep playing football and make my family proud and just be myself as much as I can. And I know that I'm making everyone back home proud of what I'm doing and making myself feel at one with what I'm doing and just being free and not sticking to rules and expressing myself and going down whatever path I want to do. There's so many opportunities that open up when you're. That's why coming out here, you got the best of both worlds. Football's still an option, and education's an option now. It opens up so many doors and jobs and meeting people out here. You get to see all sorts of places, and you never know where that's going to lead. You meet coaches that can get you jobs, players can get you jobs, and connections, and it's great the amount of paths you can explore. And whatever one, I don't know where I'm going to go next, but wherever I go, I just hope that it leads somewhere good, and we'll have to see where that goes.